Good morning, grade 9s, and welcome to lesson number 2. So we'll be starting on page 79, Formula of Compounds. Now these next few pages will sound really confusing, but when you start using the actual rules and naming compounds and having to name your own, it will start becoming like routine and it'll get much more simple. So compounds are made up of elements that are joined together. We should know this. We use symbols to represent elements. So our formulas tell us in what ratio are the elements put together. So H2O, there are 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen to make water. So we've got some nice steps here in naming of compounds. I've made them in your notes, really cool, so it doesn't look so daunting. So step 1 for naming compounds. Identify the elements in the compound. So you can even write it on a spare piece of paper. So you're going to look at H2O. And you're going to go, okay, hydrogen and oxygen. That's what I have. Write down the name of the metal first. The metal first or the closest thing to it. So hydrogen and oxygen are both gases, but sodium and nitrogen. Sodium is a metal. Okay, so you're going to say sodium. Then if the compound contains only 2 elements, like sodium and nitrogen, name the second element and change the ending to "ide." So sodium nitride. That's not the best example, but it works. If the compound contains 3 elements, one of which is oxygen, name the element that is not oxygen and change the ending to 8. So it's very simple. It's a tick box. Tick, I name my elements on the side just to see what I've got. Put the metal first. If it's 2, you then, after the metal, you name the second one, but add "ide" to the ending. You change the ending to "ide." So you're not going to go lithium-ide, you're going to go lithide. Okay. And then, second, if there's 3, you still name the metal first. If there's oxygen, you name the element that is not oxygen after the element that is a metal and change the ending to 8. So prefixes in compound names. To remind you what prefixes are, which is an English lesson. Prefixes are the part of the word that comes before the root word. So, gone completely blank. So monoxide. So monoxide, mono means 1. So it's carbon monoxide. There's 1 oxygen. With CO2, it's carbon dioxide because there's 2 oxygens. So di, 2. With SO3, it's sulfur trioxide because now there's 3 oxygens. And with CCl4 is called carbon tetrachloride because tetra, there's 4 of the chlorides. So mono means 1, di means 2, tri means 3, and tetra means 4. I drew a little picture for you with little stickmen to make it simpler. I hope it helps. So there's common names for compounds. So do we call water? Do we say, no, I'm going to go get myself a glass of hydrogen oxide? No. We say we're going to go get a glass of water. Do we say we're going to go get a glass of ammonia? No. We do say ammonia, but we don't say nitrogen hydroxide. Yeah. We're going to say ammonia, okay? We have common names for things in life. So yes, it has a scientific name, but so do animals. Animals have scientific names, but we don't go, oh, look at that species level, this name, this fancy name. We go, no, look, it's an elephant. Same with some of our chemicals that we use on a day-to-day basis. So the qualification for getting a common name is stuff that's used on a day-to-day basis or within normal life. It's not only used in labs. So I want you guys to do activity 6 on page 81. So copy this table into your workbook and fill it in. Write down the ending of the names. So all of that is pretty much into your table, and then a few more questions. Then I want you guys to do activity 8 on page 82, and you're going to complete the table. If you need help, please message me. I will mark it when you do it and you send it to me. And we can do it in our Skype lesson, because this is a lot and it feels like a lot, but just take one at a time. If you need help with everyone, I'll help you with everyone. But just breathe, look at it from the most simplest point of view. Don't overthink it. Do one at a time. Don't go, oh my gosh, look at all those chemicals. You're like, no, start with the first one. Even if you have to cover up the rest, start with the first one and tackle that one. Then go to your second one. So I have extra work for you, which I'll send as well. So I just want you to write the names of these compounds in your books. Chlorine and sodium, and magnesium, oxygen, and phosphorus. So I want you to write down the names of those compounds with the rules we learned. This should be due on Thursday via email, but you can still email it to me sooner, as well as ask me questions whilst doing the activities. But thank you very much. Remember to stay in contact with me, and have an amazing day, and I'll see you for our next lesson. Thank you.